Building your funnel just got easier. I can't wait to walk you through some of the new templates that are available for you inside your CRM, whether you're using kvCORE platform or BoldTrail. I'm going to walk you step by step of how to create a landing page for your real estate business, whether it be for a seller's guide, a buyer's guide. Let's talk about everything in a moment after a quick intro. I'm going to walk you through step by step of exactly how to build a landing page, the new customizable feature that's available inside your CRM platform. Stay with me. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate agent with EXP Realty Brokerage. I'm also a CRM peer coach with Inside Real Estate. So thank you so much for coming to this channel. I really appreciate all of the support and people coming and watching and leaving a comment. If you hit that subscribe button, you'll stay connected. We can learn and grow together, and you'll learn everything from systems, process, CRM tutorials, lead gen, name it. You could find it on this channel. Everything real estate marketing is what I cover. And I also wanted to let you know that if you are looking at switching brokerages, getting your real estate license for the first time, whether as a solo agent, whether it's a team or a brokerage, or even as a referral agent, I highly recommend you look into EXP Realty and partnering with me. Choosing your sponsor is one of the most critical thing you could do when you are joining EXP Realty, and I highly recommend you interview a bunch to make sure that you are paired up with the right team partner for your business. I highly recommend you visit the link in the description below and look at all of the training resources that I provide for free, zero cost, zero split, none of that, including weekly mastermind calls, all of my kvCORE training and support, plus 70 plus hours of 70 plus videos that you get access to my kvCORE course that other people from outside of our brokerages pay for. So you get access to all of that for free, including social media done for you, Karuvi platform, and so much more, including my follow-up accountability hour. That being said, let's dive into creating a landing page. I do want to share my screen and kind of walk you through how to build your own landing page. And today we'll do a home seller's guide just as an example for training purposes. I'll walk you through it. For those of you that have been with this journey with me or have used kvCORE, are using kvCORE or the BoldTrail platform, you probably notice when you go to the lead engine tools, you'll head to the landing page right here, click on your domain, and you'll be able to leverage this old template. And it is customizable to some extent, but for those of you that have leveraged this tool, you know there's some features and abilities that are restricted from double clicking and now the text disappearing and you have to go back and recreate another one. And so this is my old landing page, and I want to be able to show you how to make this one, and it becomes a website. You can use this on social media posts and really work on driving traffic to this website. Remember, folks, your landing page is a funnel. It's a website. It is a lead engine tool. It's meant to capture leads. And if you've ever come to my videos and seen them, you know I'm all about giving you a ton of different strategies. And one of which I wanted to mention is that there's a ton of video coming out around this. There's also some videos already on here that are quite impactful, that shows that building a landing page is the first step in this lead generation journey. Driving traffic, thinking about the campaign and the value and the type of landing pages to create, let alone all the promotional ideas. There are lots of different strategies and concepts that go into this, and there's a ton of videos on my YouTube channel. Check out the playlist under CRM to learn all about it, and there's a ton of strategies on there for you to learn. So today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to build it and find this template. So if you go right here to Website Manager, it's not, you don't have to go to the lead engine anymore. So you go to Website Manager, you're going to go to Web IDX right here. You're going to head to Pages. Look how exciting this is. Finally, we have so many different customizable templates available for you. I've created my own buyer's guide web page. It's going to help you with your SEO. It's currently on my website. If you go right here and check it out, that's a web page where people can kind of look at the buyer's guide as a page, and I did that for SEO purposes. And then I also have it as a landing page right here for people to download, but I also put it on my website here so that it's saved. But I use this in my link tree on my Instagram, on my YouTube pages, my Facebook ads. Remember, this is a lead capture, so the landing page is also available for me. And By the way, this is why it's a great time to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be walking you through all of these templates and how to use them, what kind of content to put them, exactly how to leverage these pages. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button and stay connected. So as you can see here, I've built, if you go to pages, I've built my own pages. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the seller's guide and edit and show you exactly how I built this page. Very important. Right off the bat, while this is loading up, you'll see here, this is the page title. It's very important because how you label that title is how it will appear on your menu. Okay. So right here is your seller's guide. So it's very important that you look at exactly how you build your website. So for example, on mine, I've come here. This is actually the seller's guide web page that I built. As you can see here, it's a seller's guide. But here is my seller's guide download. This is the landing page. So I just want to step back a little bit. So I wanted to show you exactly which template that I'm using for this. So when you come to all templates right here, follow my mouse right here. I want all of you to follow along. And today we're gonna use the classic landing page. This is a great funnel to funnel your traffic and get leads out of this great landing page. And like I said, there's a lots of different campaign ideas that you can use, from relocation guide, 55 plus community, properties with pool, condos in Toronto under $400,000, anything that is unique, that is appealing, even a landing page for new build homes, and so much more. And I can't wait to walk you through a ton of different ideas coming up in the future. But today we're going to do the landing page right here. And as you can see here, there's the content hijack to the text lead capture, video and lead, and so much more. And I'm going to, like I said, I have tons of video coming on around each of the templates. Stay tuned. So let's go ahead and click on the classic landing page. And when you click on this, it's going to head to a page that looks like this. Okay, we're going to be able to work together to customize it to make it look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and start with editing from my own live download, my own landing page for my seller's guide, because I want to walk you through how I made all of these changes. So first and foremost, like I mentioned, your page title is going to be the exact name that's going to appear on your menu. Very important that you labeled it as such. So it's not like a backend notes. Don't go ahead and just put, landing page for seller's guide, because people are going to see this. So this is the title that the end user, your leads, will see if they visit your website. Now, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to walk you through how to edit each of the item on the page, including the background image, exactly how to edit this lead capture form, very important. And then we'll talk about launching the form, making sure that we check out the advanced option, okay? So for me, first and foremost, as you can see here on the template, there's a random logo on there. So you want to go ahead and replace that. First and foremost, the moment you click on this, your right hand menu is going to change. So all you have to do is click it, and it's going to ask you to change image. You're going to come here, upload the image. You can go ahead and create a logo. You can already have a logo that you might have made on Fiverr or worked with a marketing company, whatever the case is. You're going to come here and upload the logo. And as you can see here, mines are available here. You can go ahead and insert. Couple of things to note, as I always mention, make sure you are following your, whether it be your province, your state, and EXP branding guidelines to ensure you're always in compliant. So I'm ensuring that I'm in compliant with my provincial advertising guidelines. So ensure that your logo accompanied by the right EXP logo. Remember, depending on what country you're in, what province you're in, you may have a different EXP logo. I'm in Ontario. My EXP logo looks like this. I need to have Brokerage that is accompanied with the EXP logo. So EXP provides us that. So I put that together alongside my logo, and that is what's available. So when you click it, like I mentioned, you can go ahead and edit it. What I love about this website is that it's so customizable. Look, you can pull it to the left, you can pull it to the right, And I'm editing all of this on my right hand menu right here. And you can work along making it a little bit bigger, smaller. You have a ton of different options, which I love. So I'm going to go ahead and center this because I just love the look of it being in the middle. And then you can come now ahead and the moment you click on all of the fields, you can obviously delete them right here. You can copy it. You can make another one. You can press delete. You can edit this. When you double click it, it doesn't disappear like the older landing page. You can actually bold it. You can italicize it. You can underline it. You can change the color of it. And right here, and if you have your own branding guidelines and you have your own color code, you can come here and add it. As you have seen, I've done this with my button right here. If you scroll down right here, when you click on my button, you'll see it has a different color code because I'm following my color palette. So when people go from my website and my main website to my landing page, it looks similar. They don't feel like they left my website. So it all has a very cohesive feel. So I highly recommend thinking about your own branding guidelines as you're going through this. Couple of things that I want to note. I like the white color. I kept it because my background image is a bit darker. If you have a lighter image in the background, make sure you're thinking about that and you make the copy black. And and when we get to the background image, we'll talk about that a little bit. Like I always tell you, I give you a ton of strategy in these landing pages so that you're making the right decision. Couple of things to note here. I also kept the landing page very simple in the way that I wrote the copy. You can go to ChatGPT and ask, hey, please help me write copy for my landing page, for my funnel. This is for a real estate home seller's guide that I'm giving away for free. It includes these items. Can you please put together a copy that is concise? Remember, the reason why you want to do this is because when people come to your landing page, remember, this isn't about having them spend too much time. Your number one goal with a landing page is to get their info, to lead info. It might be a cold lead, it might be someone you already know within your own database, within your own sphere. Regardless, this is the beginning stage of you building a relationship to closing that deal. So think about it this way. The most important thing you want them to do is give you their information. You don't want them spending too much time reading content. Just keywords are very important. And you want to also give them an idea of what exactly they're going to be getting at the end of this landing page. That's why, depending on the type of landing page and strategy you choose, you want to be really strategic and cognizant of what you put on here. In this case, today, we're talking about seller's guide. So when you download my seller's guide, here are some of the things you're going to find on there. And very important, you see the way that I titled this free home seller's guide. You immediately, your eye goes there. And for me, the ultimate guide to selling your home in Ontario. You can even put in that's my province. You can even put the city, Toronto, Ontario, to drive home those keywords, but also to letting people know exactly the type of download that they're going to get. And here's some copy that I've added. Again, I liked what I had on my old landing page in terms of the copy. It worked. So I'm going to leave that right there. And then the next thing is editing this lead form. As you can see in the old one, you'll see this. There's a little space right here that I removed. So make sure, I personally wanted to bring it all together. So I went ahead and clicked on this little space and I removed it. Okay. So make sure you do that if that's what you prefer. I liked it coming together. I like the even amount of space. I didn't like that it was so further down. So I wanted people to immediately, again, thinking about the marketing psychology, you want people to get to this page. They feel like they're in the right place, right? And immediately their eye goes to the copy right here and then straight down to pressing that download button. Okay. Couple of things here. When you click on this lead form, you're gonna get on the right hand menu right here, this blue button, select form. You have an opportunity to select the form. I'm going to go back to my landing page and let you know why I selected this form. It's very important for me that when people come to this landing page, that this is a lead form, this is a lead capture. I wanted them to be able to, in this particular landing page that I'm building, in the past I might want them to, maybe it's a nurturing landing page, maybe you want them to go to a listed property. And so it may look a little different. You can go to a simple search. So in this case, it's a lead generation tool, it's a lead capture tool, it's a funnel. I want them to go ahead and click on this lead form. So before I add the lead form, a couple of things I want to do. This is for a seller. So I want to make sure I click, it's a seller's guide. I want to also come here and put the URL. So right after they click the download button, where would you like them to go? Okay, so you're going to go ahead and put that link in there. Here's a caveat, couple of things for you to know. What is it that you're going to put in there? Obviously, whatever that you are promising them here. In this case, it's a seller's guide. Couple of different things you can do. You can send them to a squeeze page depending on the page, right? Whether if you, let's say you're going to send them to a list of pools, houses with pools in Toronto, then you can pull an IDX squeeze page, right? You can build that right here. And if you want to know how to do that, head to my playlist and then you can integrate them. In this case, I'm going to send them to a seller's guide. In my case, couple of different ways you can do this. If you are somebody who feel like you might have to keep editing your PDF, so I went ahead and created a presentation on my Google Slides. I went ahead and made that into a PDF, and then there you go. And it has tons of information on it, how costs associated with buying a home, an introduction about me, exactly what they're gonna get from selling their home here in Toronto, Ontario, step by step. So I'm gonna go ahead and click share. Very important. This is how you get this link. And usually when you click that, it's going to say restricted. Very important, folks. This is how you get this link. Make sure you click this and say anyone with the link. Remember, you don't need anyone to go through this process because they've already given you their info. You don't want people to be clicking and asking you twice. They're going to get frustrated. They're going to think you're unorganized. So you're going to come here and click anyone with the link can view this document, not commenter, not editor, view this document. You're going to come here and copy this link. Then you're going to head back to your page. And then when you go to, again, select the form, you're going to put right here, this is the URL after login. Okay, it's optional because, again, it's how you want to build this page. But this is, in this case, it's a lead capture form. So I need them to go to this URL. And absolutely, and if this is your first time taking in any of my training when it comes to kvCORE or BoldTrail CRM, hashtag is one of the most important element of your platform in the CRM, is because it's trackable. Your hashtag tells you where the lead is coming from, what landing pages they came from, and it can trigger smart campaign, drip campaign. What that means, for those of you that don't know these lingo, when people visit your landing page and they've registered, all of those leads, you can send automatic. You can be sleeping, you can be showing properties, you can be doing whatever. Automatic, already built in communication, whether it be text, email, going out to them, to that group of hashtag. Yes, the platform has the ability to do that. You can take advantage of Smart Campaign. And if you're interested in that, head to my playlist and I have a ton of training coming out around how to create your own custom Smart Campaign, how to create them directly for the hashtags that are coming through. So stay tuned. So go ahead and put the hashtag. In this case, I would put seller guide LP or something like that landing page. So I know exactly what landing page they came from. And then you're going to go ahead and click add lead form. So the lead is seller. So remember, because they're going to be categorized as a seller in your smart CRM, right? In your contacts when you go right here. Very important. So I'm going to go ahead and click X because I've already have this done. Couple of things. So when you click on this, I'm going to, as you noticed, my lead form looks a little different. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Again, you have the ability to make it left. You can make it center. You can edit it however you like. I kept it center because I like the look of it. What is going to happen is when you add in the form, I'm just going to quickly select this form just to give you an example of what this looks like. I'm just going to put a buyer, whatever. When you add the form, it's going to look like this. Okay. You'll see their names are at the top. It's repeating and it's harder to see depending on the color that you choose. So let's go ahead and click on this form, the lead form, and I'm going to have you edit it to make it look like mine. So let's go ahead to this one and start editing it. Okay. So when you click on this, go to the left-hand menu, you're going to scroll down and you're going to click edit and delete the placeholder that says first name. So you don't need the first name on here, okay? So you see it's going to remove the first name. And then it's going to come back. I know this is one thing about the landing page I don't like. The moment you do edits, it pulls you back to the page. So it's okay. Come back. Be patient. Click on the lead form again. It'll take you back again. I want to get rid of the last name. For me, when I look at this form, I'm thinking about, again, the lead and the marketing psychology and a concept of what people are going to be thinking when they see this. They're going to be like, okay, well, there's a lot of things to fill out. You wanted them to give them enough information. You want to get enough information that is useful for you, but allowing people to feel like they're not giving their life away, right? Like some people, like myself, right, included, and I'm sure all of you, seeing a form, you're going to be like, oh, I have to fill all of this out. So you want to make it easier, simple for people to go through this landing page. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this right here, okay? I don't want the last name. I'm going to come back and click the form again to get back to this, the menu item. I want to remove all the headings because I don't want it on there. Oh, I had to come back to this page. You see, it disappears. I'm so used to doing it that way too. So a couple of things on here. I personally don't like that it's showing the number and how to fill in the phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and come here to the phone, edit, and delete right here, the display, okay, under placeholder. Save. Couple of things I want you to notice here. Email is required. Cell phone, it doesn't say anything. You can, in bracket, put optional or required. In this case, I am not going to, so let's go ahead and click that. You can come to phone, edit, and require it right here. And it'll say required. Save, it'll say required. But I don't need that because I don't want people to be pressured that they have to give their phone number. I want people to just give me their email and feel like if they want to, they can give me the phone number if it's optional. However, there's a little trick right here. I'm not putting that is required or optional because I want people to decide for themselves and just give me the phone number regardless, because phone number is very important to me in my follow-up journey. And if you've ever watched my follow-up tips video, I talk about that a lot. And in this case, I don't want people to be pressured, but at the same time, like I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and remove the ability to be required. So, but I'm going to leave it there because I love for people to give me their cell phone anyway, because that is huge part of you doing your marketing, right? I'm going to edit the copy on this button though to download. In your case, it might be submit. It might be, see the list, see, check out the pool list of pools now, list of contents, whatever that call to action is. Remember, this button is very important. Keep it concise, simple, and that action. In my case, go ahead and download. When you click, go ahead and download your seller's guide. So I like the word download, and let's go ahead and come back down. Let's go back to the form again. Like I mentioned, this is the only caveat that I don't love about this form. So you're going to scroll down and you have the ability to edit the buttons. As you can see here, I've come here and changed my button color to the yellow code that is in my branding guideline. So you can get this code from your marketing person, go into Canva, select the color, get the color code, whatever your color code is, I recommend you use it, or choose a color that stands out a little bit. Remember, the button has to be a little bit more visible than other content in here. So make sure it stands out, make sure that it's not just white, because everything here is white and black. So make sure you give it a little bit more of a color. Maybe it's blue, but I wouldn't do something like red, but I like the yellow because it enforces, it's a bit warmer and it enforces a bit of an action. And I also noticed right here, I changed the text, but I also come here and I made it bold and I made it a little bit bigger. And you can do that as well. You can come here and make the button a bit bigger. So in my case, like right here, font size, if I make it bigger, you see my download button's getting bigger. I like the 16. I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to go back and show you in the original template. There's some copy here and it was too lengthy for me. So I liked it a little bit shorter. So I go ahead and I wrote this. Feel free to use mine. Feel free to use whatever is applicable for you so that you are in compliant with the anti-spam legislation, etc. You're letting people know, hey, you're going to get relevant real estate updates from me. You can stop at any time. So there's that subscribe method. Okay, and this is very important because remember, this is capturing people's private information. Let's talk about the background image. Couple of things with the background image. As you can see here, I don't love the background image that is available on this template. The reason is it's distracting. My eye is going directly to her eyes, which is not a good look. Because remember what I said, you want people to go directly to the copy, and give you their information. That is the number one goal of this landing page. You don't want people to be focusing on the background image or what is that house, what copy does that say. And trust me, people's eyes and our mind tends to do that. In my case, I will tell you, my eye actually went to looking at her beautiful face. And sometimes you might not want that. So I wanted something that is a little bit more subtle. But at the same time, I even, as you can see, my picture is not clear because I wanted to into Canva. I made it a little bit more blurred, slightly blurred. That is my husband and I. It's to my brand. And if you go onto my website, on the main website, you could see I'm using the same image, right? And when you go onto my front end of my kvCORE site, as you can see, I'm still using the same image. So it's still, you feel like you're in the right place. And that's very important to me. I'm following my branding guidelines. Okay. So a couple of things to do that. The way to edit the background image is very important. Come here. You can click the background image anywhere here. So what you're going to do is click settings. Okay. Right here, background image, change image. You can come here and upload an image, and you're welcome to do that. So you can come here and save an image from Canva. You can come and use Pixel. This is a great website. I love this. Look at me. I'm not even logged in, okay? And I put Toronto buildings. Look at all the pictures I got. So all you could do is, let's say you like this image, you click it. All you do is free download. Super easy. The moment you click it, download, look, it ends up saving right there. Or what you could do is, if you want it to be a little bit more seamless, and if you wanted to get, for example, you go ahead and download this image and it's not, let's say, clear enough, or it's not the right size. It might not be resolution wise, right? What I like to do is come and use the URL right here. I have my own website and WordPress website. So I'm hosting, my link is being hosted on my own website. So I'm able to get the link and use it right here. In your case, you might not have that. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of how to get the link to your image. You can come here to Pixel and right click and get copy image address. And you can get it like that. It's that easy, free, super easy. But maybe you don't want that. There's another option. So if you go to actually BoldTrail training page, they have the landing page overview, which is, I highly recommend you check this out. I know sometimes these forms are really hard to follow, and that's why you're on my channel watching my training right here. But what you could do is you can find a hosting channel like this one, imgur.com, and you can sign up and have them host the image for you. So you can upload the image that you like and add the image and get the link right here, direct link, come back and paste it right here. Okay, so that option is available for you too. Again, like I mentioned, the website is right here. All right, so that is an option that is available for you as well. Couple of things that I wanted to mention that I forgot to do is, oh yeah, and then what you're going to do about the background image, you're going to say fit to background, you see? So it's really, and test it, see how you like it, because sometimes they're so zoomed in. But I will tell you, this example that they're showing you here on the BoldTrail, I don't love it. I wish they chose a different image. This is a great example of me sharing my point with you. Why is this image not a good image to use as a background image for a landing page? It is very distracting. Too many colors, too many patterns, text. Don't try not to use a background image with text. Look at how busy that looks. I'm more concentrated on the background image. I can't even read the copy that's on the landing page. This actually works against you. That's my opinion. That's my professional marketing opinion. I worked in marketing and as a consultant for over a decade. This is what I do for a living. I worked with major private brands. I worked for the government. I also worked for not-for-profit, and I used to advise them on used to create marketing plans and advise them on marketing strategies. And my recommendation is, this is a great example of looking at mine, super clean, easy to read, and then you come here and this is confusing. So this is a great example of what not to do, okay? and I want to drive that point home. And same thing with this image, right? Like your eye goes to her, and that is not a good image. And to be honest, quite frankly, I might have even blurred my picture a little bit more, like the way I did here. Is besides the image in the background, like I mentioned, you want to make sure that it's not as distracting like the template that it was showing you, and you are choosing an image. And like I mentioned, I want to make sure that it's cohesive, I'm following my brand, and at the same time, it's not distracting, so you don't have text in it, etc. So it's very important that you're choosing the right image for your landing page. The other thing that I also wanted to mention is when you come here to the value, like I mentioned, when people go to download my seller's guide or buyer's guide, it takes them to a Google Drive, and that's where I kept mine as a presentation, a slide, and then a PDF. But in some cases you may need to edit that PDF, and now you need to go ahead and edit your complete, your landing page. And to avoid that, because you want to keep the link, live link, to use a editable live link, my recommendation also is to use Canva, for example, and use, now they have a functionality where you can create a presentation and use a live public link. So that's another option you can do. Create your own presentation, go ahead and share, and get that live public link. So this way you can always go ahead and edit that presentation whenever you like, and you never have to edit your landing page. So that's another option, which is great. Or the other one that I've seen a lot of other marketing gurus and expert talks about, I don't love this concept, and here's my reason, and it's after training a lot of clients who struggle with technology and CRM. So when you come here to click on download, some people have recommended that instead of giving them or submit, and it goes to a thank you page and it says, oh, check for the guide in your email. And they went back into the kvCORE and they put together a smart campaign, an email that automatically triggers when these leads come in, to email this lead the guide. And the reason why people do that is to make sure they're getting accurate information. Personally, for me, that is great, because when people go to thank you, they're going to see, oh, I'm not going to get the right email because I gave them the fake information, just they wanted to download. It happens to me often too. A lot of realtors, people from training, they go to my website, they try to download to see what my value looks like. And quite frankly, I work with realtors. Realtors are there's a whole section for realtors. As you can see, one of my customers and clients that I work with are realtors. So for me, I love when realtors come into my site and download my content, interact with me, want to work with me. That's one thing. Some people might not like that, so I get it. And some people want accurate information in their database. They don't want fake information. But I love that kvCORE has a lead validation method or the feature available. So for me, I like personally for them to go directly to the guide, and here's the reason why. We all have very limited time, and your lead is there downloading something, and this landing page doesn't do much of selling yourself and what you are capable of and your brand. I need these leads to go directly to my guide ASAP. It gives them a whole slide about me, and even the way I put the guide together is compelling. It's going to allow them and enable them to be like, whoa, let me contact this person. Or depending on the value you give and how enticing that value is, let's say it's an incentive that they're downloading for a new build home, they're most likely to call you right away because they want to take advantage of that. And if you make it really enticing and put a timeline or a time frame on it, call before, limited inventory, etc., people are going to call you right away. So it really depends on the value and how you sell that value, that they're going to give you the right information, because they want to get access to it, one, and you want that time period to move faster. And the other thing that I will tell you, the reason why I don't love people going to the thank you page, is you have no idea how many agents have come back to me and said, hey, I saw somebody do this, do you recommend this? For some reason, people are messaging me saying that they didn't receive the guide, my automation didn't work. Yeah, sometimes your automation might not end up working, or you might have technical difficulties, or you might not know how to build a proper smart campaign and activate it, that you have all these leads coming to your page and you end up losing them altogether because you did not know and didn't follow the proper process. So keep that in mind. I also want to tell you, it's a great time to hit that subscribe button, because I have a video coming up on all the landing page tips. So I'm going to have a quick, simpler, easier video than this lengthy one that walks you through the whole landing page and how to build one. It's a little bit more simpler and points at a couple of tips you need to do in order to build a proper funnel, a proper landing page in your CRM. So last thing I want to show you is the advanced option right here. So right beside the title, page title, there's a little button that says advanced option. This is very important. Remember, your landing page isn't just a landing page anymore. It's part of your website now, and you can connect it to your website, which is great. That's why it's the website manager, and it's not sitting alone under lead engine tools. So you can come here, and just so that you know, like I mentioned, the page title is going to be exactly what is going to be labeled on your menu, and the slug is going to be this extra copy that is labeling the URL. So when you go to a page, it says you're on this page. So that's the name of the page. So it's pulling the title of your page, which is the title of your menu, etc. And the category is what menu item it's going to fall under. I like the guides and resources, so I chose that. You can create your own category, a new menu item, and you can put it under that. It's up to you. And I highly recommend you go in and add these in meta tag description. And while I'm on the call with you, I want to pull this up. I got mine from ChatGPT. You could do the same. You can just come here and ask ChatGPT exactly how to write one for you. Look at it. It's super simple. I did it like within seconds. I said, please help write a meta tag description and a meta tag keywords for my real estate seller. Very important you put this real estate seller's guide for selling a home in Toronto, Ontario. These are all keywords that the meta tag description and keywords needs to have. And include my name, Tharmila Rajasingam, title, real estate agent, realtor. And then it spat this out for me. Now I can just copy this and I can put it directly in this. This is really helpful for your SEO. And you know what this means? Where does this go? You know, when you go on Google and you search something, and then on Google, it has the title of the page you're about to click, the search results, and it has some copy right underneath it and some keywords. That's this. This is how your pages get ranked on Google and search engine optimization, not just on Google, on any search engine. So very important that you are filling those in. Now you can go up to the top right here, press save. You can press publish. Mine is already live, so I'm not going to do that. And then you get to, and within seconds, within minutes, you can come refresh your website and it'll appear on your menu item. It's that easy. That's exactly how you take advantage of this new landing page, customizable web IDX builder and templates. Like I mentioned, I have a ton of videos coming out around this, on all the other landing pages, landing page tips, copies, how to market them, and so much more. And if you have not checked out my playlist for CRM, there's a ton of video already on there with the launch of BoldTrail CRM and with the transitioning from kvCORE. I have lots more new videos coming up, so stay tuned for me. I'm going to be updating my own course. And that's another thing I want to mention is my course. If you buy it right now, my kvCORE course, that course is going to get a new facelift and going to become BoldTrail. And I will increase the price, and it's going to have new content in it, all these years of learning. I will tell you, this is a great time to buy it at the price that it is now, 70 plus video. And like I said, if you want to weigh around it, if you want to get access to it for free, you can partner with me, join my team at EXP Realty, get access to our weekly mastermind call, social media platform, my 90-day fast track program, and so much more. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned a ton, and leave a comment in the comment section below if this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. I will see you next time.